welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing part 2 of my review on the Silk & Infinity hair removal system. So far I have done 4 treatments on my legs, 3 on my bikini area, 2 on my arms, and then 4 on each areas of my face. I'm actually doing each of my sideburn areas and my mustache. I have seen a pretty good reduction in hair loss on my legs. I normally have to shave every day. Kind of the person who gets the 5 o'clock shadow by the end of the day. On the legs, they get kind of spiky, they get a little bit stubbly. I still have growth, but I'm probably down about 40% in hair growth. It grows back a little bit slower. Typically, it's about a week now where I feel like I really need to shave it, and at that point I shave it and I do my next treatment. However, my bikini area and my underarms, I'm not having the same results. Legs, completely happy with it. Even my face, if you look at my mustache area. Now this I didn't shave before. I have just been doing the laser on that area. Really good reduction in hair there, to the point where my husband even noticed. We were driving in the car and he was like, oh wow, like it's definitely more patchy, you don't have as much hair there. And he was like, have you plucked it recently? And I said, no, just the laser. My bikini area and then my underarms, though, on the other hand, not doing as good. Like I said, they're on treatment 3. I think my underarms, I might actually be at treatment 4. There might be some reduction there, but not as noticeable as my legs. Thinking because it's pubescent hair, it's the hair that you don't have until you hit puberty, that's probably the difference there. I have had reduction, though, probably 20%. It's definitely patchier than it was before, but not like my legs. My arms, I've only done the 2 treatments. I'm getting ready to do the 3rd treatment. But I wanted to show you guys, I'm having streaking in my hair. I'll get a close-up and put it in, but you can see where there's patches where I did the laser too far apart, and you can see where in between there's hair that's not growing back, but now I have a stripe of hair. So I would be careful of that. I guess I thought previously that the box, the Lightbox, was large. No, the Lightbox is not very big. So be careful, because it says in the instructions that you need to not do the same area over and over again in the same treatment, so not to overlap. So that's why I was spacing it out, but you can definitely see the stripage where I left too much of a gap. Which is cool because we get to see that it actually worked. It did something, just not exactly where I wanted it to be. But yeah, I'm gonna do my 3rd treatment for my arms today, probably after I'm done filming this video, and I'm gonna see how that stripe reacts to it, and then I'll let you guys know in my next update, which probably won't be for a few more weeks, because I'm trying to give it some time to do what it's gonna do. They say to leave 2 weeks in between each treatment. Now, I got a little excited and I didn't leave 2 weeks in between for my legs. It's obviously only been 4 weeks since my last video, and I've done 4 treatments. Altogether, one of them I had done obviously before the video. So I've been doing them about a week apart whenever I shave, like I said earlier. And I'm not noticing any kind of irritation for that. At this point, I have turned it up. I'm using it on level 5. I do get the tiniest bit of redness as I'm doing the treatment. A lot of that I think is because of the light, because of the laser. The irritation that I have been feeling is kind of like a sunburn, but it's not... It's not hard to explain. I'm trying to think of the right words though. It's not like a full-on sunburn that needs to be treated. It's more like you were out in the sun, you didn't wear any sunscreen, and the next day it feels a little bit tender, maybe a little bit raw. I felt it on my arms, like if I wore sleeves the day after, I could kind of feel where it was a little bit tender, but not enough that I would not do it. Not enough that I wouldn't wear the sleeve. It was just something that I noticed. That could also just be not having hair on that area. Because, you know, right after you shave, after having hair for a little while, it has a little bit of a strange sensation. That's all that I've noticed so far. And that's using it on the highest intensity once a week. So I'm going to continue doing it. I think this was a great purchase. I think if any of you guys are looking into doing laser hair removal at home, it really is much cheaper than doing it at the salon. Now, like what I'm having with my arms where I ran into the striping issue, that's a user error. That was me just not doing it correctly. And that's something that when you go to a professional, you won't have to worry about that. It might actually be a little bit quicker if you were to go to a salon and have it done than the amount of treatments that I'm having to do with the amount of time in between. But I do know that they had quoted me about the same price as me buying the device, and that was per treatment, just for one area. And I'm doing all of the areas. I'm doing anywhere that I want to do. And the one that I have, the Silken Infinity, it doesn't have a charge limit. You can use as many flashes as you want. Other ones have flash limits where you would have to replace the light bulb or replace the device once you hit that flash limit. So I would just look into that. But this one being the $400, I'm paying it in installments with Amazon, the 5 installments once per month. It's a great deal for the all-encompassing how much getting all these areas done in the salon would be. Of course, if you have any direct questions that I haven't answered, leave them in the comments box. Let me know. Either I will comment you back or I can address it in my next video, which, like I said, will be in a few weeks or so as I get a little bit more experience with using it. But so far, tremendously satisfied. I'm seeing good results. Of course, not as quickly as I would love. I would love to have it just be completely hairless now, but that's not gonna happen. And that's not gonna happen for anything other than just shaving, which we don't want to do for the rest of our lives, and that's why we're going down this road. So, like I said, drop me a comment, drop me a like, let me know what you want to see if you have any questions. If not, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.